Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In the past 2 or 3 days, I noticed a rebranding of two individuals, or at least two organizations. One is the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, and in the same time, the so-called corruption in Ukraine. I think now they're trying to rebrand it by showing Zelensky being an irresolute fighter against corruption with a strong hand, strong hand. Remember that movie? Scary Movie 3 or something like this. I cooked it with my strong hand. Anyway, so here we have Zelensky being the tough guy, arresting left and right for corruption charges his people that he worked with for about 1.5 years or almost 2 years or so, right? Yeah, all of a sudden he realized that they are corrupt. Maybe it's a way to get them out with the money and pack them out, next echelon coming in. And the other one I started noticing in our great democracy and the land of the free and the brave, blah, 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 that the Department of Justice and FBI/CIA are trying to rebrand themselves as being the ones that are working on our behalf against these corrupt politicians. Now, if in Ukraine is about corruption and Zelensky being the big dog over there, here in the United States we have the DOJ, as I said, FBI and CIA and some lawyers taking care of these corrupt politicians. First it was Trump with his confidential, top secret, whatever documents. Then it was Biden, who was rated by FBI as Trump to show us that trust FBI and trust the system, because see, Biden too was checked by FBI, remember, and they found some documents over there. And then again Biden found with some other things, and then Mike Pence, the former I was about to say prime minister vice president under Trump, again they found some documents that he was not supposed to have at his location. So see, the system works. The Department of Justice is not corrupt, and FBI and CIA work for us. And those corrupt politicians, they turn the table. I don't believe any of this to be as they tell us they are. Now, let's go to this cute little serious guy Zelensky, who's a clown. And I'm going to show you how the mass media portrays one thing in Russia and the other thing in Ukraine, correlated or put them together with the corruption activities. Now, this article comes from Ukrinform. This is a obviously Ukrainian media outlet, and we're going to talk about that here. Ukrinform. This article is from the 24th of January 2023. This is the title. Toplinsky's dismissal, sign of divisions among Russian military command, British Intel. So the British Intel says that the dismissal of Colonel Mikhail Toplinsky is yet another sign of continued division. So a guy was dismissed in a general colonel was dismissed. So that is proof for the British intelligence that there is division in the Russian military. Okay, well, we're going to use the same method of analysis in the case of the Ukrainian officials that are dismissed by this tough guy Zelensky, and see how we should interpret that. Look at this picture. See this picture? As symbolistic. What do you understand? We have the Russian people behind some bars, and we have over there a church right in the Red Square. So that tells you there's no freedom in Russia. See, it's everything is with iron gates. Putin is behind here, and he's the one who allows everyone to move or not. Okay, let's move on to this one. Here we have, ba-bam, Ukrainska Pravda. From yesterday as well, 24th of January. You remember, all these articles are going to be from yesterday and today. I think from yesterday. Tuesday. So, Zelensky dismisses 4 heads of Oblast state administration. Look at him. Yes, I'm very serious. He's a clown anyway. But who gets fooled, man. I can tell you more than that if you don't look through him. So, President Volodymyr Zelensky has dismissed the heads of Kherson, Sumy, Zaporozhye and Dnipropetrovsk Oblast military administrations. Now, let's go to the other article. The British intelligence. It's a sign of this division among Russian military command. One guy was dismissed. It's a sign of division among Russian military. Now, Zelensky fires four heads of Kherson, Sumy, Zaporozhye, Dnipropetrovsk Oblast military administrations. There's no division. There's no division right here. I didn't see that in the title. Anyway, let's go to the second one. Another article. This comes from Russia Today. Multiple Ukrainian officials fired amid corruption scandals. Again, these are the same as the ones I mentioned here, but nevertheless, we got Zelensky here, important. Everybody's listening, including a freaking child over there. You see that child over there? Anyway, so this is what's going on. Multiple Ukrainian, because corruption scandals, and Zelensky is not corrupt. He's going to take care of all of them. Another article, again from the 24th of January, from Ukrainska Pravda. Tymoshenko dismissed as deputy head of office of president of Ukraine. This guy, what did he do? Let's see. President Zelensky has appointed Oleksiy Kuleba, who previously served as head of the Kiev Oblast State Administration, to the post of deputy head of the presidential office. Alright, what happened with this guy? Alright, on the morning of the 24th of January, Kirilo Tymoshenko, deputy head of the office of president, confirmed that he resigns from his post and has published a corresponding statement. Alright, and it says, subsequently, the president dismissed Tymoshenko from his post. So again, but this is not, let's go to the first article, it's not a division in the politics over there, but Zelensky, where are you, Zelensky? Right here. He takes care of stuff. So the idiots in the Western countries will say, see, he takes care of corruption. He can be trusted. Like FBI, CIA, Department of Justice, United States. Yay. Okay, let's move to the next one, which is this. Now, this one is this. We got another guy. So Meta FN. This is from Ukraine Forum from the 24th again. You see Ukraine Forum here, Meta, blah, blah, blah. Ukraine's High Anti-Corruption Court has placed Vasily Lozinsky, the former deputy minister for the development of communities, territories and infrastructure of Ukraine, under round-the-clock house arrest until March 22nd, 2023. For what? The judge read out a respective ruling in the case. Ukraine Forum reports Friday. From today, the guard can be free. You, Lozinsky, are going to the address you mentioned here, and now you stay there and comply with all the necessary duties until this ruling is either revoked or changed, the judge said. Okay. So he can't communicate with other people here. It says that a passport was going, and he said he should also hand in his passport and wear an electronic tracking bracelet. Again, all these things is anti-corruption court. All right, asking Lozinsky to be taken into custody with the possibility of posting 50 million bail Ukrainian currency, which I don't know how big that is. But anyway, and here it says that he received, according to these guys, $400,000. Okay, so this is corruption. And again, we have this guy who takes care of everyone. Yes. Now, next one. Next one, we have this right here, which I don't believe, for the reasons I will mention in a minute. So we have here from Sputnik, oh, it's a Russian media outlet. I know it's only rock and roll, but I like it because they tell us certain things that are in quotation marks, and I like quotation marks coming straight from the source. I understand the translation and all that. This article comes from yesterday, again, the 24th, and we have this handsome lad. His name is Denis Zhmyhal. Yes, he's a kosher. Nothing will happen to this guy. Ukrainian Prime Minister on chopping block amid corruption scandal, reports suggest no. Zhmyhal, this guy, will not be touched. Or if he's going to be touched, he's going to get the money and leave. And then he's going to be cleared after about 2 years. All right? So Prime Minister Mihail may be next to go in a major government shakeup announced by President Zelensky this week in a bid to root out endemic corruption, Ukrainian media reported. So I see that all these things all of a sudden are a problem in Ukraine. Corruption. Why? Because you heard some weasels here in the United States, supposedly the Republicans, saying that that's a corrupt government. Don't send them money anymore. Don't send them anything. And now Zelensky shows them, I'm going to fight corruption here because I'm like this all the time. Like I take poop a minute ago and I have diarrhea and my ass burns, basically. So he's always like this, like a serious guy. He's not a serious guy. He's a comedian. All right? Well, he graduated. He might have graduated, but don't you try to listen to him. Listen to him before he became president. It's too big of a change. But anyway, whatever. He's a serious guy. People voted for him, so what do I care? If the Ukrainians voted for... So anyway, Mr. Mikhail will not fall. And if he falls, this is a way to cover your tracks. I learned that in corrupt Romania. You go, you do a lot of hanky-panky, you get millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars. There are examples in Romania, the greatest country. They fight corruption, supposedly. And they go, the other side are just charging them, convict them, get them into jail, prison for a year or 2 years. Do not confiscate their wealth. They stay in jail, not in the prison where other people stay right now. Remember that guy? Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, his initials are A.T. Remember that guy? Yeah, that guy is in Romanian jail as we speak. But it's okay. Those guys stay in a different kind of jail. After 2 years, they come out clean as a whistle, as a crystal, and with their all wealth intact. And they're respectable citizens. They can start their lives. So they looted, 2 years in prison, clean. These guys probably is going to happen the same thing. Going to disappear for about 2 years. They're going to tell you they were arrested in house arrest with ladies of the night, vodka and sweet wine. And after 2 years, all right, they are out. And you don't even know how much money they have. Who's going to check that? Biden? By that time, Biden is going to be bones, if you know what I mean. Anyway, this is the way it goes. All of a sudden, we're busy with corruption in Ukraine and with reestablishing those, how do you call them, organizations, Department of Justice, departments, however we're going to call them, FBI, CIA. I'm going to make a video on that one too, to show you how all of a sudden we can trust them, but not the politicians that we elect. We elect them, the system is so corrupt, but we can trust the ones that are technocrats over there, the ones that are unelected. I can't help mentioning Schumer. Remember that weasel senator? I know he's from New York, United States of America. Chucky, not Chuck Norris, but Chuck Schumer. When he said that Trump is stupid to take on FBI, I think, or FBI, because they have, I can't remember the exact expression, they have, 7 days, whatever, to get back at you or get back to you. So don't challenge those organizations. Maybe these elected officials of ours challenge those organizations, or departments, or maybe it's just a game. We pretend, you pretend, and then nothing happens, and we, see, that's for real, man, that's for real. Democracy works, the system works. Yeah, man, give me the beer, yeah. Chest bumping, boom, there we go. So stupid. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Jesus Christ.